Hi, I am Ayushi Rawat and welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss the September Leetcode Challenge Day 21 problem, carpooling. Now let's have a look at the problem statement. You are driving a vehicle that has capacity empty seats initially available for passengers. The vehicle only drives east, that is, it cannot turn around and drive west. Okay, given a list of trips such that trips of I equals to number of passengers, start location and end location contains information about the ith trip. Let's see what each one of them means. Number of passengers that must be picked up. Start location is the beginning location that we need to pick them up, and end location is the location where we need to drop them. The locations are given as the number of kilometers due east from your vehicle's initial location. Okay. Return true if and only if it's possible to pick up and drop off all passengers from all given trips. Okay. Now let's consider an example. Let's say example number 3 here. Input is trips and capacity. Trips is a list of lists and capacity equals to 3. Trips is 215 list and list 357. It returns true. I'll explain this example to you while we code. Make sure you follow along. The constraints are trips of length is less than equals to 1000, trips of I length equal to 3, 1 is less than equals to trips of I 0 is less than equals to 100, 0 is less than equals to trips of I 1 is less than trips of I of 2 is less than equals to 1000. I is less than equals to capacity is less than equals to 1 lakh. There's a hint. Sort the pickup and drop off events by location and then proceed them in order. Okay. I am going to use a dictionary here to store the capacity of a car at each point of time. Now let's quickly head over to the coding section. Initially, I am going to define trip capacity as a default dictionary. Next, I am going to run a loop over length of trips. Now, as we know, trips has 3 sub-elements, number of passengers, start location and end location. So I'll store number of passengers inside num, start location in start and end location in destination. So number equals to trips of I0, start equals to trips of I1 and destination equals to trips of I2. So here we are considering example number 3. So for first case, number of trips is 2, start will hold 1 and destination will hold 5. Now I'll run another loop from start to destination. Now I will add the number of passengers to a dictionary. Okay, so now let's understand what we have done so far. In the very beginning, we defined trip capacity as a dictionary. So we have an empty dictionary at the beginning. Then we are running a loop over trips. Trips is nothing but a list of lists. In our case, we have 2 sublists here. When I at the beginning is this first list. So trips of I of 0 is 2. Start is strips of I of 1, that is 1, and destination is strips of I of 2, that is 5. So now we have these three values in place. Next, we are running a loop from start to destination, that is from 1 to 5. When j is 1 in the beginning, then we are setting trip capacity of j plus equals to num. That outputs us with our default dictionary as with key 1 here and 2 as the value. So we have 1 2 value pair here. Next, when j is iterated to 2, then our default dictionary is also updated and it runs till 4 when j is equals to 4, and we have our dictionary which will look something like this. Once we are reached here, now we'll set off to increment I, and now once the I is incremented, we'll follow the same process for the second sublist. In that case, now num will be 3, start will be equal to 5, and destination will be equals to 7, and capacity remains same, that we have 3, which was passed in the beginning as a parameter for a function here. Now we'll increment j, which is equals to 5 now, and keep updating our dictionary. Lastly, we have j equals to 6. Our dictionary will look something like this. We are using trip capacity of j plus equals to num. That is, trip capacity of j equals to trip capacity of j plus the number. Okay, now we will check if the trip capacity is greater than the capacity. Then we will return false. Otherwise, we will return true at the end. Trip capacity of j if greater than capacity, then we are returning false. Otherwise, let's return true here. Now let's try running our code. It seems we have an error. It should be R. Now let's try running our code. Now let's try submitting it. And it's done. You can join my Discord server and Telegram channel for regular updates. You can find the code at my GitHub repository. Link is available in the description box below. If you wish to connect with me on other social platforms, the link is mentioned in the description box below. If you have any queries or suggestions, please feel free to ask. If you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.